soul family, it's Infinity Rising. Today is Monday and it is 10/9/2023. I know tomorrow is 10/10 and I'm having a good day today. I went for a little walk to the park and I've been very connected to Source and my angels, and spirit guides and spirit animals have been coming to me a lot. The crows have been acting very strange around me. When I go for walks, they'll follow me and fly from tree to tree just to keep up with me. This morning, one came to my window and just woke me up by caw, caw, caw. And yesterday morning, one did as well. I've received so many signs from the angels and synchronicities that are just aligning very quickly. And I have been constantly receiving downloads from God. And it's been intense. Yesterday I was having a good day, yet I was very in the shadow of it because I have things happening in my life that are happening to bless me, but it feels like very overwhelming because I know that this timeline that I'm living right now is not permanent. And I'm blessed to be here and to, living on the beach and to having a room and everything that I need without selling my soul for money or feeding into the parasitic system that just sucks on our divine energy and chews us up and spits us out. And that's the world that they created to enslave humans. And this is known, and these are spiritual parasites, and they've been doing this on this planet for a long time, generations upon generations of slavery, and it's all been revealed to me. I had been gathering the clues since I was an infant. My mind is just always going, and I'm always assessing things and figuring things out and putting together the clues and piecing this puzzle together. As I have really plugged into source consciousness and enlightenment, the whole scope of it has been revealed to me, and I know the beast and how it has infiltrated so many aspects of our life. I have infinite quantum knowledge within me, and I am a portal to God. Everything is flowing through me constantly. I have leveled up so much in my gifts and my abilities, and I am a master healer, and I have amazing gifts to share with the world. I've had to overcome my shyness and to really trust God on this, because I had to kill who I used to think I was, to really do the most good that I can. I made that deal with God, is that I am here for the highest good for humanity and the evolution of our planet, of Gaia, so we can free our divine mother from slavery. Of course, I understand that there are so many different layers to this, and I see from the highest perspective of the divine master plan and what's unfolding, and I know what's behind the final curtain, and it's all God, and we are, and us, we are God, and we're God playing God in this realm. But there are energies that we are here to alchemize and to balance. Through our healing, we raise to higher levels of consciousness, and we are doing so collectively, and we are healing our bloodlines and freeing our ancestors. This takes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of commitment to do this work. We have to feel a lot in order to heal. So things that we have done in the past to try to numb ourselves, we don't do anymore. We go fully into the shadow, we immerse ourselves in it, and we work it through. Whatever comes up is coming up for a reason, and we have to be warriors and to face it, to heal it. So much has been coming up for me with knowing that it is time for me to jump timelines and to take that quantum leap into this next stage on my journey. And I have been preparing for this for so long, and I love my divine soul family more than anything, and I know that we are already one with each other in the ether, the astral, and the collective. We have so many synchronicities and things between us that it's just completely beautiful how God made us and how we were made for each other. And I love you, and I knew that I had to really step up my healing and to step up my knowledge and what we're doing here to be ready, because I knew that the day would come that we unite and we take back Earth. And I am ready. And I know that everything in my life has been preparing me for this, because our lives are an advanced training simulation from God for our highest good. And through all of these things that I've gone through and struggles in my life, I have been able to reach the top. And now we're at the point in our journey where my growth here has reached its plateau, and it is time for me to not just turn the page, but to start the new book. And I know that I have a family out there that is on the same frequency, the same wavelength with this, and it's time. I have been very much it's a metamorphosis. It's like the butterfly, and through a big portion of my time has been spent just in solitude and in my cocoon with God. And God's been master crafting our wings and designing us just for this purpose. And I know that my wings are ready, and I'm still growing in my journey, and I still do need to do the inner work and things to evolve and grow as everyone does. It's never ending, but I know that I have reached the point where my cocoon is a cage if I stay in it. So I am ready to come out and to be my authentic self into the world and to show you how incredible God is and how loved we are. To be the example and the guide and the way shower and the friend, and my soul loves you so much to have broken through so many past versions of myself and completely shattered my heart over and over and over. But God had to make me bulletproof for this, because this is a very huge purpose that I have incarnated here for, and this is a really important time on earth for us. This mass awakening and this we are going to be living in world peace very, very soon. The way that they've kept everyone control is by keeping them in fear and keeping them in a lower state vibration, poisoning the waters and the environment, and raping our Mother Earth of her sacred oils and her minerals. And they've made our medicines illegal, and they've tried to replace everything with chemicals, and their false systems of money and control are to keep us enslaved and to keep people from reaching their true potential as humans and as divine beings. We understand all of these things, and we have empathy for everyone on whatever stage of their healing process they are on. Even if they aren't kind to us, we still love everyone and want the highest good for everyone, because that's how we all unite. One cannot truly be free until we are all free, because we are all one. And if anyone is living in separation, then we need to do better. And I need to get out of living in separation myself. I have had many struggles on my journey, and I know I chose a very, very hard life. And I was thrown into it from birth. A broken home, a abusive older brother who, was under the influence and attacking me through satanic programming and control, and I realize that now, and I have done the healing and made the peace, and I have gotten myself out of reoccurring trauma loops and manifesting my fears and living in thinking that I'm a victim. And there were so many things along the way that we have to really break free from. Diet is another way they enslave us, and I have been vegan for 13 years, and I feel that enslaving or caging any soul is wrong, and that we are not meant to sacrifice for subsistence. We are supposed to be living off of the abundance and the gifts of Mother Earth. So I've also quit drinking alcohol. I do not touch pharmaceuticals. I do not eat GMOs. I will not even, I'll try not to put anything unnatural on my skin even. And I make sure to get plenty of sun and go for walks and things and to do yoga. And I take daily supplements to give my body the minerals and nutrients that we haven't been getting because of what they've done to this planet. And I am an angel on earth, a queen goddess in heaven, and I try to help as many friends as I can along my way, and to helping them to realize and see the light that they have within themselves, and to help them heal from the things that block it and that cloud that light from shining as bright as it can. We truly have to love each other, and I love everyone. I love everyone, and we all deserve to be happy, healthy, and high vibrational. This war has already been won in the higher realms. I would not have come here and as my future self, as a starseed, to awaken and to raise consciousness during this time if we hadn't won this. And I've already seen it. I know that love wins, God wins, and we are all free. The earth realm, the physical realm, we're still here. I don't believe that we have gone through this ascension process and we have been shown peace on earth and visions of happiness and unity and oneness. That wasn't shown to us by coincidence. We are going to fulfill this on earth too. And that's why we're here. That's why we went through in the fire. We didn't go through all that fire just to get burned. We came here with an important mission, and it's for the children. It's for the future generations. We have to give them a better life. We owe it to them. We inherited this slave planet, but that doesn't mean that they should. It's all got to be torn down, and and the best way to get rid of the old is to grow the new. And I want unity with my soul family. I want all of us on some land, and we can have our own private space. We need space to do our work, to do our magic, to connect. But to have community around of higher souls when we need or want to be working on higher mission, then we should have that. And we shouldn't have to be dependent on YouTube or Twitter, these platforms that do censorship to silence us. It's not sustainable for us. This is, if we are going to fully heal into the organic, then we need to be organic and to go back to Mother Earth. And well, my suitcases are out. And I have them right there. I have a towel on them. And I've been trying not to be comfortable here. And I know that I can't stay comfortable here because JP will not be renewing the lease in a month or two. So it is time. And I need a place to live. And I hope and I pray that the right opportunity comes my way, and that my soul family, who is in high alignment for this mission, will be able to help me to know where it is to go. I do not have much money, but I do have incredible spiritual gifts, and I have great knowledge from the other side of the veil. My veil has been completely lifted, and God blesses me all the time, and in so many ways. So I do have EBT, and that's so I'm able to buy my own food, and I'm pretty independent minded as well. So just to get all those things out. If anyone has room for me, and preferably someplace with some natural beauty, some water, maybe the ocean or a creek, waterfall, river, let me know. I am happy to share my gifts and my stories, and I'm just cool to hang out with. I like to have bonfires and to tell stories and to listen to other people's stories and to have enlightened conversation with friends that are like-minded and open-hearted, like I am. So I I know that through the things that I've gone through and coming, out here, and I've already been homeless, and I lived on the streets for a short time when I moved out here, and I was awakened with God, and I had to leave my karmic relationship of 10 years and donate all my stuff to the women's homeless shelter and take that leap of faith to fly like God asked me to. I knew that I was taking a risk, but I knew that I was putting my divine protection to the test. And I trusted, and I knew that God was there for me. And throughout every timeline jump that I've gone through, I know that I am safe and I am protected by the Almighty Creator. And so I cannot live in fear because I know this, and I will not live in fear of being homeless or being on the streets. That was something that I already did, and I came through it, and I knew that God was with me, and my angels came to me and found me, and here I am. So I highly doubt that God wants a repeat of that timeline for me, as I have really buckled in and done the work here. So yes, it's not much time, a month or two or less, to find a place to live, to find the right place to live, and the right souls that are aligned with my mission. But I know that it's not impossible, and I must try, and I must put myself out there and tell the world my story, and tell them what I am working on with God. We are all important, intricate parts of this plan. And we, as awakened souls, need to be with others that have healed and that have open, decalcified pineal glands, so that we can perceive each other's divinity and to see the light in each other. And just to have radiant hearts, open, beautiful, happy hearts. To live in heavenly bliss with God and Creator, to know that we are eternal beings, just living this temporary life here. It's just one of many fractals, and I love it. I'm getting stronger every day, and I'm facing my fears. My last fear was success, and I am not going to run away, and I'm not going to be shy anymore. I've known things for a long time. I have great intuition into things in the world, and I have for some time. I'm a Pisces, Gemini rising, Aquarius moon, and this is, my work is spiritual. My work is with God, and that's, I must live a life where I am sovereign, and I'm not feeding the parasitic systems in any way. That I am able to live my life through my intuition, through my love, through my heart, and to let that lead me, not anyone else who's telling me, oh, you have to get a job and slave 8 hours a day for rent, or you got to do this, you got to do that. Yeah, I've done that. I'm 40 years old, and all of these miracles, God and I have been working together through my ascension. I know that I've been through the fire for this. I've died for this. I am reborn. And my highest self loves you to no end. And we love you to no end, to have surrendered to all of this magic. We're not resisting it. It's just gonna flow through us. We are blessed and we are owning it. So I'm going to share this video on Twitter for my soul family, so they will understand that I'm here and I'm ready, and God, God's literally knocking on the door right now saying, hey, like, I love you, and can I come in? It's a beautiful time for us. It's more beautiful than I ever dreamed it could be. And I've always been a dreamer. God just keeps leveling us up higher and higher and higher. And as angels, we elevate others just by being in our divine presence and having each other around. We bless each other. So I look forward to helping, and I look forward to allowing others to bless me and to help me as well. So let me know if whatever you think. I do need to figure this out, though. I do not want to be on the streets when I have done so much healing with God. So I'd like to avoid that timeline, because I know that that's where the devil would love for me to be. And I'm not playing that. And I know that God and my highest self is orchestrating all of these events so that I will come more out of my comfort zone and to share my truth and my story with the world, so that they will know of the work that we've been doing throughout my life and throughout my ascension. We have light in this, and we all are here to guide humanity and each other into a brighter future. So it's time. It's time. And it's all gonna be okay. We wrote this. So it's good to take chances. That's when you surrender and you let go of the old, you open doors and windows for more blessings to come into your life. And we've seen this firsthand. And it just gets better and better the more we give, and the more we do things in good faith and healing, then it's returned. So I would really, really like to find my new earth community. And to get out of the city and to get, back to some real, some animals and the birds and bees and butterflies, squirrels, raccoons. I still have my passport too, and it doesn't expire until I think June or July of next year. So I can leave the country, and I would love to get out of the U.S. if that is wherever we go. I really just want to find a home and to make something beautiful in the world. And it was always supposed to, my earth story wasn't going to end until I go back to the garden, because that's my deal with my ancestors. My mother deserved to have a garden, and she was such an amazing, beautiful soul, and she is a goddess in heaven. She was an angel on earth, a school teacher for 27 years, and she left this world with very little. And my brother had some addictions, and had her evicted because of his heroin, and things when he was on that path. And so it was very hard for her, and she never got to have her garden. But if I go back, then I will have fulfilled that for her. And it means a lot to me to leave the matrix and to go where I am not a slave, and where I am free and my ancestors are free. I'm ready for the promised land. I've unlocked every door, every portal, it's all out. All the light is just shining right in. And well, it's a beautiful life, and it wouldn't be nearly as beautiful if it weren't for all the ugliness and darkness that we had to go through. So whatever happens in my life, I know that I am living eternal bliss with Creator, because of what we've done, and that I know that God never left me, even through the hardest times in my life. I was loved, and I was held, and I was protected. And there's no going back now. There's no going back. It's only forward. And we have a soul family, and we have so much love to give. So what's the holdup? Let's just see what happens. And if, even if you have a place for me to stay temporarily too, that's we can talk about that, because I really do need to be out of here. So any options or conversations that we can have about this, please reach out to me. My email address is infinityrising7@gmail.com, and my Twitter is infinity8 number 8 rising. And I'm just gonna leave it at that for this video, and just want to say that I appreciate you and I love you, and you are needed and you are important, and yes, God is calling us, and it's up to you if you want to answer. I hope that you do. We're going to have really, really amazing times. The best is yet to come, and every day is getting better. Anyways, I love you, and we'll be talking. Okay.